Hey, what's going on, Swifters? This is Shimmy Swift here, and welcome back to another mod review. This mod is called the Tornado mod, and you guys may have seen this mod before, but it's been updated a few times, and I want to kind of show you guys the new features and what it's all about. Now, I am wearing a different skin today. I am a weatherman today, so I'm wearing a nice little suit. And before I get to the actual mod, I'm going to list off some of the new features that have been included in version 1.0. Some of the overall main features of this mod include an extended storm system with 5 stages of increasing intensity, naturally spawning waterspouts, tornadoes, and hurricanes at the high point of storms. The storms rip up the terrain and toss it around. Now, the features in 1.0, new wind system, multiple stages of intensity, normal wind, and wind gusts. Many new particles, leaves, air, and sand particles all help show off the wind. New tornado look, new rain appearance uses particles, all new features, and so on and so forth. Now, this mod is very CPU intensive, so I'm hoping my computer will be able to handle this today. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and we're going to show you guys a few different things. So the first thing is we are in a mushroom biome, and as you can see, you can hear the wind. There's a lot of wind blowing around. There's some particles that are just sort of flying around, and actually the particles that are coming off of the mycelium here in the mushroom biome are getting sort of thrown, and that is due in large part to the wind. Now, if you guys did see my seed spotlight video that I did on Sunday, this is actually the same seed. So just a little bit of information there for you. Let me turn this music off. So one way that you can tell that the wind is blowing is if we break a block, you can see the particles off the block are blowing in a certain direction. So there you go. They don't just fall, but they actually, you can see them here. When I hit this block, the particles are being blown to the right, and when the block breaks, they're actually being blown to the right as well, which is pretty cool. And sometimes that changes on occasion. Also, as you just saw right there, I was actually being blown by the wind. So let me go to a little bit of a higher point, and the wind will actually blow your character around. So let me head up here and see if there's any wind whipping through this area. The wind gusts do come and go from time to time. Hopefully I'll be able to show you guys that a little bit more. But what I'm going to do today is show you guys the new features and the new blocks that come along with this mod. So in here I have my weather supplies, and we've got a few items in here to show off. We've got a shockwave item, we've got the drill item, we've got the tornado gun, the worm gun, the tornado sensor, and the tornado siren. Now, I'm not exactly sure what the tornado sensor does. I think that it lets you know when a tornado is forming, and it'll alert you via audible sound. The tornado siren lets you know when there is actually a tornado that has spawned and is going to touch ground. So what I'm going to do here, because this is my little weatherman house, we're going to go up to this little platform that I built, and I'm going to be placing a, I didn't plan this right, I was just going to use one of these things, but I will go ahead and just put the tornado sensor right there and the tornado siren right here. And as you can see, the wind is already, it was starting to blow me. There you go. My hands are not on the keyboard right now at all, and the wind is just sort of, it's blowing, and it's basically moving me around. So if there's a tornado in the area, this siren will go off, and we can live in peace down in our house knowing when there is a tornado. The wind just blew me off the ladder. That's awesome. Alright, so now the next thing I want to show you guys is the shockwave item. So we're gonna go out here, and we're gonna go around to a different location. Now I have spawned in some tornadoes, and what you're seeing here are particles that were thrown from some mushrooms, and they just landed here. So there's been some tornadic activity around this location. So that is why I wanted to do this mod for you guys. Alright, so check this out. So we've got the shockwave item, and what you do is you hold this like hammer looking thing in your hand, and you're just going to right click the ground with it. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this is for, other than it's pretty awesome. And it just sort of sends a shockwave out along the ground, and I guess this sort of may have uncovered a cave, which is pretty sweet. But it sort of moves the blocks around, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So the next thing that I want to show you too is this other item right here, and this is called the drill item. Now this item sort of does sort of the opposite of the shockwave item, and then it drills downwards. And as you can see here, it just is sort of drilling down, and it is throwing throws the blocks into the air. So let me see if I can get up here and do this. I'm just gonna go ahead and put creative mode on. We're gonna fly up here, and we'll do this again. So hit the drill, and as you can see, the blocks are sort of being tossed around. And the cool thing about these blocks and the system that has been developed with this mod is that the blocks, they tumble in 3D. So when the blocks fly out, the blocks are actually, and even the water blocks are sort of tumbling in 3D, and you can see them sort of hitting and falling down the wall, which is really, really awesome. It's a sort of physics type thing that I haven't really seen much in any Minecraft mod, but I think it's pretty cool in this one. And I wanted to point it out and note it to you guys so you guys can see it. So as you can see here, these blocks are kind of like, they just sort of stumble and fall. I'm going to show you guys one more time. So let's go and find some of these guys. The wind is really carrying these things, and as you can see, they sort of just hit the wall and they fall down. Now, the next thing I want to show you is this feather here, and this is a special feather, and it's called a worm gun, and I'm not exactly sure what it is or what this does. It does, however, spawn in like these fire cubes. So if you right-click with them, these fire cubes just sort of, they fly out, and they're going to be, the wind is blowing them, obviously. But I'm not exactly sure what they're for, in all honesty. But yeah, there's the worm gun. Alright, so now we're going to get to the sort of crowning moment of this mod, and probably why you guys clicked on this video, and that is that we are going to spawn in a tornado, or a few hundred, or I don't know, however many I feel like spawning in. So what we're going to do is, I'm first going to show you guys some destruction that was caused by a tornado earlier. And the destruction you see is this right here, this little canal, all these blocks that have been thrown around. And what the tornadoes do is they spawn in. There's a large storm that engulfs the sky, and these guys will suck up anything in their path, pretty much like a regular tornado. Now, I'm hoping that my frames don't drop too low on this. I really, really, really want you guys to see this. So hopefully we'll be in luck. So up here I have a tornado siren. This is going to alert us when there's a tornado. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come out here and I'm going to spawn in a tornado, and what you do is you take this special piece of string that is called the tornado gun, and basically just take it and you right click on the ground, and that is going to start a huge storm right here. You can hear the sirens blowing. Fraps is telling me that I have enough frames right now, so I should be alright. Tornado is going to just start sucking up everything. You can see the leaves and whatnot from these trees being tossed around, and you can see parts of the particles of brown in the actual vortex of the tornado, and those are sort of representational of what the terrain is on. Now, this tornado didn't last long. This tornado died pretty quickly. It doesn't look like it's coming back, so the storm should disperse. Excuse me. And when it does, we'll go ahead and spawn in another one. And you can tell the siren is not going off anymore because the tornado system is it's dead. It died, and that's probably largely due in part that there is a lot of rough terrain here. As if you've studied weather at all, which I have a little bit actually in my life, tornadoes don't do well on rough terrain, which is why you very, very, very rarely will ever see a tornado in a mountainous region in the world. They're often in plains regions or regions of more flat land. So we're going to go ahead and spawn another one in. And let's see if this one spawns in. Well, yeah, here we go. It's right here. I'm in the middle of it right now. Let's get out of it. Let's get out of it. Let's get out of it. I can't even see. Okay, now we're above the cloud layer. That's kind of cool. Whoa. Sweet. All right, so this is here's a tornado. Here's one. And it's turning blue because it's obviously sucking up some of the water. The blue tornadoes look freaking cool. But it's just these are all blocks that are being thrown around. You can't really interact with the blocks right now as they're being thrown through the air. But when they land, they will land on the ground and stick, and will basically sort of scatter up the landscape, as you can see here. So that tornado is heading off that direction, it looks like. Let me go ahead and we'll make it again to sunrise. And one thing I want to do before I spawn in another one of these bad boys is I actually do want to show you guys how to craft these sirens and sensors. So to do this, let me go ahead and get a crafting table. Let me pull up the recipe here online so that I know what I'm doing. What we're going to need is some iron ingots, and I promise you guys after I show you guys this, we're going to have some fun with some tornadoes. Alright. So we're going to need iron ingots, we're going to need redstone, and we're going to need some gold bars. Alright, some gold bars. There we go. Alright, now to craft the tornado sensor right here, you're going to take 4 pieces of iron, and this is how you can do this sort of if you're playing with this mod regularly in game and not with creative mode, obviously. You're going to put the iron ingots like this, you're going to put the redstone like this, and then you're going to put the gold like that. And that's going to give you your tornado sensor. Now to make the tornado siren, you're going to do iron in the corners again. You're going to do just 2 redstone like this and a gold ingot like that, and that's going to give you the tornado siren. Alright, so now that that is covered, you can see the leaves whipping off the trees here, which is pretty freaking cool. And we're going to go into the mushroom biome near our house, and I'm going to spawn in a tornado. And I'm probably assuming that my house is going to get completely obliterated, especially if the tornado is close to us. But my siren should go off, and it should alert us that it is near, which is kind of the whole idea why I built one of those things. So I'm not flying all too fast. The wind is kind of limiting my flight patterns. What I'm going to do is we're going to spawn one all the way over there, or it's probably going to be right here. Holy crap. Alright. Oh jeez, it's like right here. Oh no, I can't, won't let me down. No, no, no. No! Oh no, getting tossed up into the storm. And you can see all these blocks just being sucked up into the vortex. Alright, where's my house? Where's my house? Oh gosh. They already ruined part of my house. Get inside! Oh yeah, look, did some damage to my home. That's not cool. And yeah, that is so awesome. That looks so ferocious too. And as you can see, this storm just traveled right up this hillside right here and went straight out into the world. It's picking up mushroom cows and everything. This is awesome. I've seen it. It'll even pick up squids, but it's chucking these guys all around. And yeah, as you can see, the blocks are just sort of being dispersed across the landscape. So now, probably the moment you guys have all been waiting for. What I'm going to do is we're going to just spawn in as many tornadoes as possible. I don't know how well my computer is going to be able to handle this. Hopefully it will be okay. Hopefully nothing's going to crash. But I can get pretty relentless with this stuff, so let's go. Oh my gosh! We're getting like 5 frames. Holy crap. Oh jeez. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The Swifters can't see anything. We're getting 2 frames. Oh no. I was afraid of that. There's a lot of wind though, and I'm being thrown all around. Yeah, this is not good. I don't even know if these tornadoes are gonna like completely spawn. It doesn't look like they're even really forming. The wind patterns are pretty relentless. I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna log out and log back in and see if it changes anything. All right, so I just logged back in, and this is happening. Whoa, okay, that just stopped happening. I guess there are no tornadoes. All right. Well, let's go ahead and just spawn in one more, just because it's fun to do so, and at least I know that my computer can handle one of these tornadoes. So yeah, the particles start to whip around, and you guys have seen this already, but I could honestly look at this all day. This in Minecraft, this is awesome. This is so cool, and it definitely is really sweet because it has the effects of that 3D block movements that I was talking about. Now, one thing I do want to do actually before we leave this video is I want to get off creative mode, and I want to get in normal mode. Oh crap! Let me get that. Get that back. Get that back. No. Oh, see, the wind is actually going to pick me up as well. And I can I'm sort of gliding right now along the air, which is kind of cool. That's so sweet. Let's spawn in another one. And yeah, spawn that in. I'm getting shot way upwards, right into the vortex, the cyclone of this tornado, and that is intense. Wow. And it's gonna drop me hard. Oh jeez, I didn't die. That's good. But I just love how the clouds swirl and whatnot. So anyways, you guys, this is the tornado mod. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you support it by hitting that like button down below and adding this video to your favorites. Honestly, guys, this is one of my favorite mod reviews of all time. I would love to use this in a series at some point. So yeah, keep that in mind. But make sure you guys also subscribe for more mod reviews. I tend to do a handful of these every month. And so make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on the next ones. And also subscribe to become a Swifter. So yeah, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Once again, my name is Swift, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.